What do they give a full-time comedian as a freaking calling? Like, are you just the ward greeter? What, Kwaku?
You're Orson Pratt, dude.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You're literally Orson Pratt.
You don't have to surrender your standards to be successful in stand-up. Just be funny. Being able to get to do this as a living is an absolute dream come true. I mean, I literally just think of stupid things and I say them to people, and they give me money for it. How could you be bitter?
How much of that comes from church? The stupid things.
Quite a bit.
Welcome back to Midnight Mormons, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Cardin Ellis, and today we got a really cool show for you. I am joined in the studio by Kwaku L and Brad Whitbeck, and via the interwebs, via the Zoom machine, we have got comedian Rodney Norman on the show with us. What's up, Rodney?
Me, I'm a
yeah, yeah. So, Rodney, are you guys familiar with Rodney Norman?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I've seen him do some real fun comedy stuff.
Okay, cool.
He's a good comedian.
So just so our audience has a chance to get a little bit of a flavor of Rodney Norman's stuff, all right, I'm just going to pull up really quick the very first video that I ever saw of Rodney Norman. Here you go. It's freaking hilarious. I love it. Go.
Hey, you can just do stuff. Like, you don't need anybody's permission or anything. You just kind of come up with weird stuff you want to go do. You can just go do it. Okay. Go be weird. Okay, bye.
Yeah. So like literally every day, all I get in my feed is just this beautiful individual saying like, hey, it's okay if you just want to go do weird stuff. Right. And so, Rodney, before I show him my favorite clip and the existential question that you asked about Sunday school, just give us a little bit about yourself. I called him. I hunted this man down. All right. And I found his contact information, not knowing what I know about him now. And I said, dude, like the way you kind of talk, like, are you Mormon, dog? And what'd you say, dude?
Card-carrying member, born, raised, mission, temple married.
Oh, wow.
Got children of the noble birthright. All in.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude. So really fast. I'm just going to play the clip that made me decide to hunt this man down. All right. He asks a really, really funny and interesting question about Sunday school. And we're going to check it out right here.
I used to have a really cool Sunday school teacher, right? But he was a little confident. It was a little overconfident sometimes, right? And one time he forgot his lesson, so he comes in and he's like, all right, boys, tell me what we're going to do. You just go ahead and throw out any question you have about anything about life in general, anything you want about church, anything, and I'm going to give you a straightforward, honest answer right now.
That's legit.
We're all just kind of like... Excuse me? Yes, Brother Norman. Okay, is God omnipotent? Well, yeah. Okay, is God omniscient? Yeah. Okay, well, if God is all-powerful and he's all-knowing, would he not know everything we're going to do before we do it? And then if he allows us to do it, even though he has the power to stop us from doing it, if he allows us to do it, would not then anything that we do then become God's will, thus making free agency an illusion? Why don't we just go ahead and play hangman?
Dude, so I saw that right there. And I saw a man make literal comedy out of religious philosophy. And I thought, oh, goodness gracious, we have to get this guy on the radio. And based upon his nomenclature, I was pretty sure there was a short chance that he might have been Mormon. So I asked him. And now apparently Mormons were similar to communists and have cards that we carry because he said he's a card carrying. You know what I'm saying?
Called a temple recommend.
Yeah, Carden, you don't have one? What?
You're right. It's a temple recommend. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so Norman, dude, like dog, give us your story. What's going on, man?
I just I didn't really want to do anything important for a living, so I decided I'd just tell jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm having a great time doing it.
How long you been in comedy, bro? Like, I
It'll
mean,
be 25 years in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was just recently people started to notice.
Hey, that's good.
well, what's that do to you? Like, you're freaking hilarious. You literally look like Rasputin mixed with like
Santa
what do you?
Claus.
Yeah, mixed with Santa. Mixed like what do people say you look like, bro? Because you got a great look, dog.
I've been told I look everything like Santa Claus on crack. Jeff Bridges' loser cousin.
Oh, I can see the Jeff Bridges
The Big
part.
Lebowski.
Yeah.
And then some people even say I look like George W. Bush just really let himself go.
Oh, I can see it in the eyes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's
So once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Dude, that's funny. So apparently, when I called you up and I asked, and I said, "Hey, man, have we been in how have I not heard of you before? Like, you are freaking hilarious, my man." And for anybody that hasn't had a chance to follow this man on Instagram, I can't just keep playing clips of this guy, or else we're just literally going to sit around playing clips of Rodney Norman. But like, I'm literally buying his T-shirt that says like Rodney Norman is my spirit animal. You know what I'm saying? What, Kwaku?
You're Orson Pratt, dude.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You're literally Orson Pratt.
When they do the church history videos, they have to
Can
use
you pull
you.
the picture of that, Carden, of straight up Orson Pratt with the beard?
Okay, so
Whoa.
It's exactly the right beard.
You look exactly like Orson Pratt, man.
Yeah, seriously.
wait, get out of town. Hold on. Okay, so you know,
Whoa.
I
Down to
hate,
the hairline and this is shocking.
it's shocking. Okay, so what? Orson Pratt with a beard.
Just
Yeah,
type in
like
Orson Pratt.
older Orson
with
Pratt.
a beard.
Because there's a young picture of him.
Oh my gosh, you're kind of right.
Kinda.
Like, exactly. Like,
Like, dude.
Rodney, I didn't know you were a time traveler.
Like, holy smoke,
Been
look at this
accused
one.
of that many times.
Okay, hold on a second. We're going to put this on the screen here so that our audience can see this. But, I mean, this is a pretty... Look at that. Okay, so that's Orson Pratt with a beard, ladies and gentlemen. And then this right here, ba-boom. That right there is Rodney Norman.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Orson Pratt with a beard, and then that right there is Rodney Norman.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
dude, that is uncanny. Hey, so do you feel like some spiritually invigorated knowing you look kind of like Orson, dude, or what?
Yes, I do. I feel like maybe I can start paying less than tithing now.
Yeah. Dude, so what's it like being a Mormon comedian, bro? I mean, there's not a lot of us out there, dude. What's it like?
Well, I try just tell people I'm a comedian. I try not to lead with the Mormon thing because that
It pigeonholes you. I get it.
yeah. So I'm just telling jokes. I'm just being funny, and the fact that I'm Mormon is just one of those things.
That's awesome. Well, I know when I hunted you down at first and I said, "Hey, are you Mormon?" We started talking a little bit about our stand-up pedigree because a lot of our viewers don't know, but I was actually a founding member of Humor U. Tanner K and a couple of friends of mine were the original gangsters of the comedy club Humor U that has become famous. It still exists to this day, like 20 years later, on BYU campus. And apparently you had done like guest speaking there. It was a pretty interesting topic. What'd they have you speak on?
Yeah, because like I said, I helped with Wise Guys, and I was running open mics at the Covey Center down in Provo. So I got to know a lot of the Humor U guys.
That's awesome.
Over some time, and I came in one of their meetings, and I gave a little lecture saying, "Hey, you don't have to surrender your standards to be successful in stand-up. Just be funny. I told them, don't emphasize that you're clean, because then you get stuck being the clean comic, and then everybody thinks, oh, well, he can't work my place if he's clean. I just never talk about being clean. I just talk about being funny.
Nice.
And I go up there. I've never had a hard time following dirty or whatever, because funny's funny, and that's what I was telling them. Man, just do your thing, stick to your standards, just don't make a big deal of it. Just let your comedy speak for itself.
Dude,
that's good. That's brilliant.
So, dude, like, you're living the dream. I'm 25 years in comedy. There's one of two things that happen. People either just give up and realize they're not funny, or they just get like depressed and drunk. Not getting up, or they get picked up, or they get picked up by doing something. Like I was in New York, right? And oftentimes people said, "Dude, you should come do a set. You should come do a set. You're funny." I was like, "Yeah, I love stand up and stuff like that." But it's a really hard life because you're constantly writing. You're constantly having to come up with new material, and the mental bandwidth that takes is really intense. And unfortunately, it's very high risk with low pay for a really long time until you hit big or you get like a consistent gig. And if you have any kind of talent, you oftentimes get picked up by other things. They say in art school, if you're good, you don't graduate, because the only people that graduate are the ones that didn't get picked up by the movie studios or by the animation studios or whatever. So unfortunately, there's like this funnel where it goes one of two ways, where you either make it, like it looks like Rodney did, you know what I'm saying? And you become a functional, full-blooded comedian, but there's like a long runway before that, okay? Or you get peeled off like I did, like many of my friends did, into being copywriters for marketing, being radio hosts, being actors that produce comedies because they're able to write comedic scripts, but then they're also good at, producing and so on and so forth. Like what was your key to success to making it, man? What was the journey? Give us your story, dog.
Well, no one wanted to pick me up for anything.
No.
I got told I was too weird. People told me they didn't know. They were like, "Well, you're not like any other comedian." I'm like, "Okay, that should be a good thing."
Yeah.
But no one seemed to care in the industry. And then the whole pandemic thing came along, and all my work got canceled. So I just started focusing on making the videos, and then they caught on and took off, and then all of a sudden I just kind of have my own audience. So
nice.
I like it.
I've kind of done an end around the whole industry. It's like
Nice.
they still don't believe it's real, that I have a following, but I'm doing it. Like I said, I had so many clubs, and I got passed over for so many things because they just said that was too weird.
So I got a question. What's your most successful thing? Your social media, or
like
your
Instagram specifically, or?
Because
I'm
you're
doing
a riot, and it's funny talking with you right now. And I'd encourage everybody, go look on Instagram right now. Rodney Norman. It's very simple. It's just Rodney Norman is his Instagram handle. And he does all of these hilarious clips where just like all of a sudden he like just runs up to the camera. You know what I'm saying? It says like, I'm totally going to botch. Ooh, whoops. Wait, no, there's Orson Pratt again. Whoops. I actually brought up Orson Pratt. That's funny. I'm not going to try and murder your own accent while you're on my show, but like he'll come up and I'll just be like, I just, want you to know, it's not working out, like, that's okay. Cause, yeah, people are stupid. Just remember that. People are stupid. Okay, bye. You know what I'm saying? It's like Lenny in Of Mice of Men just got his own 30-second TED Talk. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's like the most awesome thing on earth, right?
But at the same time, like really positive in a really good way, which is awesome to see. Like when you're talking about how you're not like other comedians, right? I feel like so much of comedy gets so negative so often that it's such a breath of fresh air to see something that's like, hey, did you know you can just like do stuff? Like it's so empowering.
And so like what was so interesting though is after watching this, like you definitely have a character, Rodney, that you play. Like I said, if Lenny from Of Mice of Men got a TED Talk, right? A 30-second TED Talk. However, like when I called him up, I was like, okay, what percentage of that is character and what percentage of that is like reality, right? Because like Brad here, he's all reality, dude. Like you're getting, what you see is what you get. A very kind, well-balanced individual who has a wholesome and humanistic look on life and is very grace-giving and diplomatic, all right? With me, I'm actually a very, very caring and liberal person, but because I'm very combative and my persona is oftentimes more aggressive online, like there's a discrepancy between like what I'm like in real life and what I'm actually, there's not really, but I just never have a chance to show my nice side here, right? And then Kwaku, you know what I'm saying? Kwaku, yeah, I mean, enough said, you know what I'm saying? 100% character,
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, don't tell him that.
No one knows.
So like, I was curious, like how much of the, so you can just do stuff is like, he's not talking to his wife like that. You know what I'm saying? And so then seeing you here and hearing what you really like, it's kind of cool. So it's kind of like 50-50, would you say? Is that fair? Like it's 50% you?
Well, yeah. Well, the character is really an amalgamation of a lot of things. Because I love theology, I love philosophy, psychology, acting, comedy, and I've just been able to bring all of this stuff together into this one character, who's loosely based off of my grandfather, who was an alcoholic.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah, and he would get schlossed, and then he would try to tell me and my cousin all these life lessons, and he would just kind of be discombobulating all over the place. Every once in a while, he would just say something brilliant.
Oh, that's really fun.
And then one day I was watching Instagram. I had a friend who was into the whole, life coach stuff.
Yeah.
And he was doing this thing saying, "Hey, you deserve to be successful. I'm here to give you permission to be happy." And, it made me laugh because it was kind of ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
And that's when it dawned on me. I was like, that's it. My drunk grandfather is the world's worst life coach.
Yes. Oh, that's so good.
That's really
I love
good.
it so much.
That's really good.
And that's where the character started. And I played around with it for a long time, but once the pandemic hit, then I really started going after it and doing something with him. And
Well, you're not drunk and self-loathing, dude. So like, are you a real comedian? Or at least a stand-up comedian, obviously, but like seriously, like, so what's kept you from like there is a law, all of us that have done comedy, especially the stand-up comedy, I love it because I believe it's the most difficult of the comedic art forms. In improv, you got buddies to play off of and you can kind of toss. If you're lagging, they can pick up, and it's a group effort. With scripted and sketch comedy, there's planning, there's punchlines, there's comedic timing. It's recorded. There's second takes, third takes, fourth takes. You know what I'm saying? But with stand-up, it is a man and a microphone under the spotlight. And if it sucks, it's because you suck. And if it's funny, it's because you're funny. But whether it bombs or whether it blows up, it's 100% your fault. And I think you got to have a spine of steel to grab that mic and go out on the freaking stage and just do your thing. But because of that, it's like the cream of the crop rises to the top, right? And so does the scum. No, I'm just kidding. I would never call my fellow comedian scum. But there's definitely like, there's a lot of dudes like, I think to be stand-up, you have to be a little bit crazy or a little bit depressed, right? And that manifests later on, and oftentimes people get drunk and depressed and self-loathing and all that stuff. Like, what's kept you so freaking happy? You're the happiest comedian I know that does stand-up. Like, what's been your secret sauce, dude?
Being able to get to do this as a living is an absolute dream come true. I mean, I literally just think of stupid things and I say them to people and they give me money for it. How could you be bitter?
How much of that comes from church, the stupid things?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Nice.
I've always said Mormons, we're, the people will say horrible things about us. And I'm like, look, you could never say anything more horrible about a Mormon than we already think of ourselves anyway.
That's fair, yeah.
We're pretty hard on ourselves, but no, it's just I've been around comedy for so long, and I've seen everybody so negative and mean and nasty, and this whole roasting each other has become the big rage, and just everybody. And I was like, this is not what comedy is. I grew up. Comedy was fun, and it was a step away from the rest of the world. You go in, and I wanted that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to do that. I wanted to just be silly, be ridiculous, and just let people come and not be worried about politics or making a point
and really give them a break from the world, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't go to a club to listen to the same crap you're reading on Facebook. They want to escape, and so I that's my goal, is just give them an escape and have fun.
Because I think that's the kind of laughter that really is the very best medicine, you know? And so I really, really appreciate that style and that comedy that you're doing.
I have a question.
Yeah, hit it. Yeah. And then I got one last question before we go. We got 2 minutes before the bottom of the hour, baby. Hit it.
What was it like having to rescue Marty McFly when you guys went Back to the Future?
Yeah, Halloween's coming up. How do you integrate the beard and the rest? Do you do Rasputin a lot? Or, dude, you got to do Orson Pratt and hand out pass-along cards.
At some point in time,
Yeah.
This year I'm going as the dude.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Big
good.
Lebowski. That's good.
Okay, so we got another 90 seconds before we have to hit a commercial break here. I just got one last question for you before we bounce. Does everybody in your ward know what you do? And what is your calling? What do they give a full-time comedian as a freaking calling? Like, are you just the ward greeter? And you just like, you know, like, you just like, hey, you're looking at, Sister So-and-so, if goodness wore a dress, it'd look like you. See you. You know, what do you do, dog? What's your calling, man?
Oh, I travel so much that they just gave up giving me a calling about 3 years ago. They were just like, we're not going to bother. So because I show up just every once in a while. Most of the wards I go to are, you know, ones I'm not a member of, you know. So
because you're traveling.
So I usually don't have one.
What do they think? Like, did the homeless program, did missionaries baptize another homeless guy? Or like, what do they think? Do you do your hair like in this super slick, you know, like we wouldn't recognize you and you heat comb your beard or what?
Oh no, the beard and the hair are the same everywhere I go. There's no, it's just got a life of its own.
Nice.
But, I do have people at church ask to get pictures with me, which is kind of funny.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Was it better than when you were like heading Hogwarts?
Yeah, dude.
And Rodney, have you ever gone to a ward with a flat volleyball with a face painted on it?
No, but I need to.
Okay, so we have Mormonism's very own Castaway / Orson Pratt / Lenny with a 30-second inspirational TED Talk right here. His name is Rodney Norman. How can people find you and look into your stuff, bro? How can they check you out?
RodneyNorman.com, and then of course I'm on all the big social medias. Just put in Rodney Norman. I'm the most famous Rodney Norman of all time.
Nice.
Nothing against the other Rodneys, but I'm winning.
And special thanks to your drunk grandfather, you know, for inspiring world's worst life coach. This is Midnight Mormons. See you guys in the next program. Hey guys, Cardinellis here. Thanks for watching the video. Now, before we go on to the next video, we gotta talk. We've got a ton of subscribers for which we are very grateful, but unfortunately, I'm going over the analytics and less than 15% of you guys have clicked on the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Now, besides being subscribed to this channel, you need to click that bell icon so you get alerted to every video we drop. We're making about 3 videos a week, dropping them once every other day, and you're not gonna see all of them unless you've clicked on that bell icon. So please make sure you like and you share and you subscribe and you also click on the bell icon. See you guys in the next program. Okay, awesome, Rodney. So that's a cut right there, at least for the radio program.
By the way, I hope you weren't offended by my Back to the Future and Hogwarts jokes. There's so many characters you could, you know.
Not at all.
Okay, good.
He's rolling with it, great.
So when are you gonna come and visit us and jive, bro? When are we gonna hang out? Like, when are you gonna do like a set with us in LA, or like maybe we could do some funny content, like go down to like Ventura Boulevard or down to Hollywood and Vine in front of the Man Chinese Theater or something, and just like ask people funny questions, or you could do just like inspiring talks to random strangers and tourists. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I don't know, like we got to do something cool, man. We're Hollywood guys.
I've been wanting to have Leonard do street preaching.
Oh,
wait, who's Leonard?
His character.
Oh,
That's
you
the
named your
character.
character Leonard.
Yeah, his name is Leonard McCrunsky.
So, dude, you want to go street preaching with us in Los Angeles, dog? No joke.
I'd love to.
Dude, we're going to do something cool with you, bro. Like, we're totally going to do something cool with you. I got a question. Did you look us up before you said yes to coming on the show, or what?
No.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
Bold.
Yeah, you were just gutsy. That's awesome, man.
Oh, well, I do so many of these. I started researching it, and it was like they started just all kind of becoming the same thing in my head. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going blind and see what happens.
Nice.
Dude, that's cool, man.
And dude, I just want to say how much I appreciate that you're putting out good, uplifting content that's actually like funny in a solidly good way, because there is so much bad content on every social media platform that is just negative and drags people down and makes them more sad. And I feel like I see people complain about that a lot, but I never see people do anything about it. I do it myself. And then here you are making awesome, fun content for people that's actually uplifting. So killer job. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
props
thank
to
you.
you, dog.
Thank you.
Well, look, dude, I know it's like freaking like 12:30 at night there. I don't want to keep you up any longer. I told you be in bed by 1, and I think it's 1:08. So you're not old till you start acting like it. And despite your gray hair and beard, like you're partying hardy until 1:30 after a stand-up show. You're the youngest guy in this room right now.
You know he's 32, right?
Shut up, really? No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. I wouldn't even ask his age, dude. So, dog, Rodney, you're a stud. Thank you for coming on our show, man. Thanks so much. This was like freaking awesome. We'll be in contact, and I'll text you. Count on us for November. We're literally trying to plan a trip around this. This is rad.
Awesome.
All right, sick, dude. Okay, cool, man. Hey, well, until we meet again, bro, we'll just catch you on the flip side, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Catch you later, man. See you.
See you
Thanks
around.
for coming on.
Orson Pratt out.
Yeah.